You find the strategy, you open your broker, you type in the ticker, and it isn't there. Your broker simply won't let you buy it. 3 times leveraged ETFs aren't available in most of Europe, the UK, or a lot of Asia. Or maybe they are available. And you took one look at a 3 times fund and thought, absolutely not. Either way, the usual next step is to close the tab. Don't. 14 years of testing says you can run this system at 2 times leverage, or 1, and the risk-adjusted result is identical. Here's the first thing almost everyone gets wrong, including me. My universe is not 54 3 times funds. 12 of them have no leverage at all. 10 are already 2 times, so before you change a single thing, 22 of my 54 holdings are already buyable almost anywhere in the world. Add the ones that have a 2 times version, and it's 42 out of 54. 20 of the 3 times funds have a 2 times twin tracking the same index. The Semiconductor Fund, the NASDAQ Fund, the S&P Fund, Technology, Financials, Biotech, Long-Term Treasuries, same index, same exposure, 2/3 of the leverage. 12 have no 2 times version at all, mostly single country and niche sector funds. For those, you drop to 1 times. What you do not do is skip the month. That single rule, never sitting out just because the leverage isn't available, was worth 3.5 points of annual return in testing. Now the part that decides whether this works at all. You cannot keep my exit levels. My rules take partial profit at plus 19%, the rest at plus 45, with a 20% trailing stop. Those numbers are built for 3 times movement. Put them on a 2 times fund, and your stop is suddenly twice as loose. The underlying has to fall a full 10% before you're out, instead of 6.5, so you scale them. 2/3 for a 2 times fund, plus 12.7, plus 30, trailing stop 13.3. 1/3 for a 1 times fund, plus 6.3, plus 15, trailing stop 6.7. Set them as limit orders the day you buy. Then you never have to watch anything. 14 years, same universe, same ranking, same month-end schedule, at 3 times, 43.55% a year. Worst drawdown, minus 33, at 2 times, 28.8% a year. Worst drawdown, minus 24, at 1 times, 16.9%. Worst drawdown, minus 14. Yes, the return comes down. So does the damage. And the ratio between them, the Sharpe ratio, the number that actually measures whether a system is working, is 1.24 at 3 times and 1.24 at 2 times. Identical. You are not getting a worse strategy. You are getting the same one, sized differently. The leverage was never the strategy. The rules were. One thing I won't hide. In 2022, the 2 times version didn't just keep up, it won outright, 47% against 34. In choppy markets, less leverage decays less. That is real, and it shows up in the data. Over 14 years, the 3 times version still finishes ahead. But it is not a straight line, and I'm not going to pretend it is. And one thing not to do. When a fund has no lower leverage version, don't go hunting further down the ranking for something you can buy. I tested that. The worst drawdown blew past minus 50, deeper than the 3 times version itself. Take the 1 times fund, or take the cash. So, you're not locked out. Same 54 funds, same ranking, same month-end schedule, the same exit rules, scaled to whatever leverage you can actually buy. The full substitution list is in the description. Bookmark it. You'll probably come back to it. One decision, once a month. The leverage is yours to choose.